Sparks flew today as the city gave a big break to a non-profit organization. It forgave a $233,000 tax bill. CBC News at 6 has learned that until just a few months ago, the president of that organization was the mayor himself. More of what we uncovered in just a moment, but first, Lindsay Duncombe joins us now live. Lindsay, what's this all about?
Well, this all is about the parking lot where I'm standing on the corner of Water and Waterfront. Now, this parking lot is just across the street from the stadium where the Goldeyes play. Of course, the Goldeyes are owned by Mayor Sam Katz, and anytime the mayor, the ball team, and City Hall mix, it can get nasty.
Who knew the politics of parking lots could get this prickly?
I think you're being ridiculous, Councillor Swandell.
Well, you challenged my integrity, I thought.
I did not challenge your integrity. I said there was a perception.
But this is not your typical parking lot. Riverside Park Management leases the land from the city for $1 a year and the cost of the tax bill. The money you pay to park here goes through Riverside to the Goldeyes. Also, kids who can't afford to see ball games get to come to the park. When the city reassessed the land, it handed Riverside a $233,000 bill in back taxes. Because Mayor Sam Katz owns the ball club and was president of Riverside until just a few months ago, the mayor excused himself from today's debate, and he didn't hear this councillor suggest the city might not be so quick to throw away a tax bill for regular folk.
Simply not done, and I don't think we should do it in this time.
The thing is, the new assessment on this land was more than double the original one and way more than all the other parking lots in this area pay in tax.
Taking that into consideration, the committee voted to forgive the tax bill.
I look at it with the sort of principles of fairness and equity. I see this as being very fair for the citizens of Winnipeg and certainly fair for Riverside Park Management.
As for the mayor, here's what he thinks about the conflict of interest issue.
Can I avoid it? No, because there will always be people, okay, and there are some councillors, and no secret about it. They're not exactly the president of the Sam Katz fan club. When something like this comes, they're going to make an issue of it. And the media has an obligation to report it. So the answer is no, there's not much I can do about it.
Now, we have not heard the last of the great parking lot debate. Today's decision was made by EPC, the Executive Policy Committee, that still has to go through City Council. That happens next week. Live on Waterfront, Lindsay Duncombe, CBC News at 6.
So the company getting the tax break is called Riverside Park. CBC News has learned the mayor used to run that company. It's a not-for-profit organization that CBC News has also learned gets a big chunk of money from the mayor's ball team, the Goldeyes. So what does it do with that money? As Sean Kavanagh reports, at this point, no one's saying.
When Sam Katz and his business partners were set to build the ballpark, they started a company called Riverside Park Management. It leases the land, the ballpark, and the parking lot from the city for $1 a year. That company gets a big chunk of money every year from the Goldeyes. Documents obtained by the CBC show the team pays rent to Riverside Park Management. In 2001, the rent was $12,500 per game, for a total of $712,500 that year. A few hundred innings later, in 2005, the rent had risen dramatically. The team paid $21,000 a game for a total of $1,092,000. Some are questioning if the company is really not-for-profit.
Riverside Park and the Goldeyes need to open their books to see what exactly is going on, because they're being afforded a treatment that no other citizen or business in the city of Winnipeg is afforded.
Not much is known about what Riverside Park does with its money. It's responsible to the city for taxes for the land it leases, and it took on debt to build the ballpark. It's also a not-for-profit corporation, and it allows amateur baseball players to use the ballpark for free.
We also have the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts come, and they're free to use the facility. We also have other groups that we allow to come in and do some presentations, etc., etc.
Mayor Sam Katz told reporters last week he doesn't have any involvement in Riverside Park. But according to company records obtained by the CBC, he was the president and a director from 1997 to April of this year. Today, Katz stands by the not-for-profit status of the company.
I have no doubt in my mind that they would do what they have to according to whatever the rules and regulations and the laws are of the land. I have very little doubt in that one.
Jason McCrae-King, Riverside's president, said today they would consider opening the books to the public. Sean Kavanagh, CBC News, Winnipeg.